Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And this is Bucky, and this is Star Wars Rebels.
Yes.
Season 2, episodes 13 and 14 we're checking out today. You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
The Empire's making our travels around the Outer Rim tougher all the time.
Yes.
I may have a perfect shortcut. The system of Concord Dawn. It's a Mandalorian colony, and not an Imperial territory yet.
Who are they loyal to?
This group call themselves the Protectors. They like to make up their own rules.
Sounds familiar.
So we go in with strength.
Why not try diplomacy? Ask permission to use their system as a shortcut.
Diplomacy.
Absurd.
To grow the rebellion, we need friends like these Mandalorians. We could have our root and a powerful ally as well.
Very well, Captain Syndulla. The mission is yours.
He's enjoying this.
I know he's getting his own personal massage today.
Attention unregistered ships. This is Fen Rao, Protector of Concord Dawn. You are trespassing.
We come in peace, Protector.
Peace? That's not a word I hear often. State your mission.
We request safe passage through your system.
Well, that depends. Who is asking?
Those who would stand with Concord Dawn against the Empire.
How unfortunate for you.
Oh, shit.
Out here, I act in the name of the Empire.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Well, you throw diplomacy out the window.
Yes.
Phoenix Squadron, take evasive action!
Then take offensive action.
Yeah. Come on, Hera.
Show them why they should be with the rebels. Oh, that scream.
Sector 5, Phoenix 2, get out of here!
There's too much fire. I can't get it opening.
We attempt to jump will be cut to pieces.
Go to heading 257, I'll get your opening.
What are you up to?
By the time you realize it, it'll be too late.
Prepare to jump.
Coordinate set. Thanks, Phoenix Leader.
Get going, Sabine. Not without you.
Jump, Sabine.
I'll be right behind you.
No, she won't.
Close ranks.
Sabine, what happened? We picked up a distress call. Where's Hera?
She was right behind me. Kanan, we didn't have a chance.
Oh, shit.
At least she somehow jumped. I don't know how.
Hera, can you hear me?
I see her, Kanan. It's bad.
I could tell by the fucking ship.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be that close to know it's bad.
How is she?
Her vital signs have stabilized. She is going to make it, but she requires...
Good. 'Cause otherwise I'd riot.
I shouldn't have left her.
There's nothing you could have done.
You followed orders like she asked.
What happened?
I'm so sorry, Hera. They're going to answer for this.
Ooh, I believe her.
Yeah.
Fen Rao, the Protector of Concord Dawn. That's who did this.
Fen Rao was a fighter pilot instructor for the Grand Army of the Republic.
So I guess negotiating's been taken off the table?
Yeah? You want to negotiate? Let's negotiate by destroying their ability to attack us. I tracked them from Concord Dawn's third moon. They must have a base there.
If they scan our fleet approaching, their fighters will cut us to pieces.
Then I guess we'll have to hit them before they take off. This is a solo mission and I'm taking it.
Kanan, I know the Mandalorians.
Take Sabine.
My way. We're a team. You can't go without us.
I'll take Chopper. Come on, Chopper.
I didn't actually volunteer. Oh! That's what you get for saying you can't go alone. He's so pissed.
In part, I can see why he didn't take Sabine, only because Sabine, it's like too personal.
Yeah.
Because she feels like she let Hera down.
Yeah. But Sabine, Ezra, and Zeb are going, following right
by
behind him,
themselves,
right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And the fact that he doesn't know that is just sad.
What do you mean, just ask her?
He means I'm standing right behind you. Better jam those scanners.
What are you doing here?
You must be pretty distracted not to have noticed I stowed away. What are you really up to?
I'm going to destroy those fighters before they take off.
I know you better than that.
I'm going to finish Hera's mission. We need to recruit the Mandalorians to join the rebellion.
The Protectors almost killed Hera. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we can still offer them a chance to change. Everyone deserves a chance.
This Jedi philosophy stuff doesn't work for everyone.
That's why we're at war.
Great answer.
That was fantastic. The delivery of it, all of it.
Yep.
Great.
And to Kanan's point, like the protector of whatever this place is, he's a dick. That doesn't mean that all the people there are a dick. People are not always their government or their leaders.
fighters on patrol, 8 ships total.
You always bring enough explosives. Hopefully you won't have to use them. Now get down.
Oh, where's the fun in that? This is a dynamic we don't get to see often.
Yeah, that's true.
Sabine and Kanan.
I encountered a squadron of rebels.
The rebel fleet.
Not an entire fleet, a couple fighters. But my men and I took care of them.
If they return, be sure to contact us.
Yeah, whatever.
What's his voice? I recognize his voice.
The weenie Empire guy? Or the Mandalorian?
Ben Rao.
Rao has to pay for what he did to Hera.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Sabine kind of hopes it does. That's who he sounds like. The guy from Rome. Not Titus Polo, but the other guy.
Oh, okay. Who's in Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Plant your bombs, but wait for my signal.
All right.
Hey, I trust you.
Pretty bold to sneak onto my base. I'm gonna assume you're one of those rebels I dealt with earlier.
That's a pretty good guess, but not the entire truth.
I don't recognize you, so before I gun you down, why don't you tell me what you want?
We never met, but I do know you. In the Clone Wars, you fought in the 3rd Battle of Megiddo, and I was there.
You're a survivor. That explains how you got past my men. To be honest, I don't see what that has to do with you being here.
You gave me a chance to live that day. Now I'd like to return the favor.
Time to make things go boom. Oh, you can't have her plant all these and not have her blow shit up.
Oh, she's definitely gonna blow shit up.
How's it going, boys?
Where did you steal that armor from, bounty hunter?
I forged this armor with my family.
That's a bold claim. What's your house?
I'm Clan Ren, House Vizsla.
House Vizsla? She's Death Watch. Traitor!
My mother was, but I'm not. I came here to settle a score, and I invoke the code to seek justice through single combat.
No one has invoked the code since the Empire took over.
Well, who's in charge here? The Empire or Mandalore?
Well done, Sabine.
Why would I fight the Empire when obviously destroying you is so much easier?
You must know the Empire isn't interested in sharing their power. In the end, everyone is their enemy. If we don't stand together, then we're all alone.
Makes an interesting case.
Sir, we have an infiltrator. A Mandalorian trespasser has invoked the code. She claims she's House Vizsla.
I assume she came here with you?
Let me handle this.
I'm afraid it's out of your control now, Jedi. Your house is an enemy to the Protectors. Call out your opponent for combat to the death.
You.
I thought you'd never ask. I call out you, Fen Rao. You're gonna pay for what you did to Hera.
This is an interesting development. One of you came here to befriend me, the other came to kill me.
Sabine, you know this isn't what Hera wanted. She didn't want to create enemies, and she wouldn't want you to die.
I'm not planning on dying.
Sabine, you do this. You're no better than him.
You have to trust me.
You said you trusted her. Oh, I love like the Western vibes. It started in when him and Kanan were talking. Ooh.
There are alternatives to killing.
Yes!
There's just showing you've been bested.
Captain, I'm alive. I want them to watch their fleet burn.
Well, so much for that friendship.
Yep.
Are you feeling better now? You got to blow stuff up.
I thought you'd be happy I didn't kill anyone. Rao's fighter is at the far end of the field, and I wasn't able to set the charges on it before they captured me.
You're saying we should go after him?
Yes! For the first time today, we agree on something.
Fine, but we are still not killing anyone.
Love making this hard for me.
Yeah, because they're trying to kill you. Those are not set to stun.
Definitely not.
Oh, is Kanan gonna use the Force to pull that down?
That would be impressive.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Chopper, I think we're done here. Kanan, how's the plan going?
Just get up here!
Okay, hang on.
Easier said than done. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
There you go.
Still think we can't win?
Ha! Got a prisoner.
Who's also going to be my crash mat?
How do you feel?
Like a prisoner.
Yeah, you are.
Better get that.
Are you crazy? You can't let a prisoner receive outside communications.
Just answer it.
Sir, are you all right? We're marshaling our reserve starfighters for pursuit.
Stand down. There's no need.
But sir, if the Empire finds out about your capture...
You're not gonna let that happen.
And the rebels?
Until I give the word, there is to be no mention of the rebels. And their ships are to be granted safe passage through our system.
As you wish.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Right now, we are only friends because we have to be.
For now.
The last thing Rao wants is Imperial ships all over his territory, and that's exactly what he'd get if they found out he was our prisoner.
Kanan, Sabine, Hera wants to see you.
Yay!
I hear we're taking prisoners now.
I like to think of him more as a reluctant recruit.
It was better than the alternative. We're not at war with the Protectors. There was no need to take their lives if we didn't have to.
Sabine, you're sounding more like a Jedi than a Mandalorian.
Well, I guess I've just been raised right.
Aww. Yeah. You have a good Star Wars mom and dad.
Yeah.
Very fun episode. Love the dynamic between Sabine and Kanan that we don't normally get to see. It's usually like, I don't know, Sabine and Hera, or Sabine and like Ezra and Zeb.
Yeah, it's funny because I never really thought about it until you mentioned that. But then, yeah, I mean, they so rarely are together. They're always
Just
part
the
of
two
a
of them.
larger group.
Yeah.
So it was a very interesting dynamic. And I like how they highlighted sort of the opposition maybe feels too strong, but for the sake of me not having a better one, the opposition of mentality between like the Jedi way of life and thought processes versus like the Mandalorian way of life and their thought processes for dealing with conflict. So that was just, I don't know, it was fun to kind of highlight that. And maybe this is why we haven't seen them on many missions together, because they would seemingly be contradictory to each other.
They basically summed up the entire Star Wars franchise in just like in this episode with that interaction between Sabine and Kanan. And it's just like, not everyone agrees with the Jedi way of thinking. That's why we're at war.
That was such a perfect delivery. I mean, that was a great moment.
Yeah. And like, I mean, Sabine, one, being badass enough, two, like she could have killed him. I mean, because she drew faster than him. He was cocky, knocked him out. What was the dude's name?
Fen Rao.
Fen Rao.
I said Ben Rao, which is not correct at one point, but
That's
was
all right.
Fen Rao.
Ben, yeah, it's fine.
It was
Ken,
close.
it doesn't matter. But then, like, she still got to blow stuff up. And, like,
Yeah.
it's Chekhov's gun or whatever, but with bombs. So you can't just have Sabine just plant the bombs and not have them go off.
It's true. Although for like, what I love is sort of where Kanan and Sabine started versus where they both ended up towards the end of the episode. Because Sabine was all bloodthirsty and she wanted to go in there and kind of blow shit up and kill Fen Rao. And she was all ready for it to like exact her revenge for Hera. And Kanan was all diplomatic and no, let's recruit them and make friends. End of the episode, you have Kanan on the plane going, still think we can't win? Boom. I love that. I love that.
Yep, that was a great moment as well. And then Chopper, just reluctantly having to be brought in on the mission and being pissed at Ezra. Like, he totally blamed Ezra for that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to episode number 14.
I will say I was surprised that Ezra and Zeb didn't make an appearance. Like, had Sabine not been a stowaway by herself on Kanan's plane, there's no way the three of them would not have gone after Kanan. Like, that definitely would have happened. But somehow, since Sabine was already a stowaway, I guess Zeb and Ezra just trusted that, she'll handle it.
Yep. Cue up some Patreon. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi.
You're gonna fall backwards, Bucky.
Ezra, I'm proud of you for taking the lead on this rescue mission.
You would have done the same thing.
So where'd you hear about these refugees anyway?
Oh, one of our contacts.
Hey, where'd you get that transmitter?
There's no answer. We better hurry. Oh no, we're too late.
Drag those refugees out of there. My people. They're the Sots.
I thought he was the last.
That's what I thought too.
To a detention facility for a nice long stay.
More likely a blaster squad.
Is that the same voice actor for Yoda? Nice.
Hello.
Yeah, Hondo. He's back.
Hondo is your contact.
That's why I didn't tell you.
It is him, Captain Aurelius.
The prophecy.
Captain?
Yes. Captain Garazeb Aurelius of the Lasan High Honor Guard.
How is this possible?
Do you remember me, Captain? I served under you in the Guard. This is Chava.
I know who she is.
I didn't know you.
Prophecy. Fortune teller.
Does this mean I am not getting my finder's fee?
You never were.
Perfect answer. I am so proud of you. Learn this quickly.
Hold it.
Something wrong, my friends?
Distress call from an officer. He was meeting an informant here.
Rebels, I believe. They just fled the area.
Where did they go?
I understand, though, that there is a reward for that kind of information.
Don't ever change, Hondo.
Our new world, Lyra San, prophesized in the ancient Lasat writings.
The only safe system for us was Lasan, and it was destroyed. Everything is gone.
We are not gone. We carry the ways of Lasan within us, and will until we reach our new home. Everything is happening as it was meant to.
Agent Callis, we have the rebels in our sight. Move in. I'll be there soon. And Commander,
Don't
want
lose him.
them alive. The rebels are headed to base C-62. All units mobilized to intercept.
His finder's fee?
Ezra, my boy.
It's your pal.
What is it, Honda?
Just so you know, there are stormtroopers on their way.
How close are they?
Close.
They've got backup!
So do we. Here.
Oh no, we do not fight. It is no longer our way.
Well,
Your warriors, of course you fight.
yeah, you're gonna have to get back in the game. Well done, Hondo.
Thanks, Hondo. We owe you one.
No, we don't. All right there.
Well, this must look incriminating.
They're gonna have to rescue Hondo.
Mm-hmm. Ezra definitely will.
Yeah.
Fun.
Imperial cruiser, I see him.
I believe that was them, sir.
Sir, the rebels escaped, but I think we have a way to find them.
Always eager to assist the Empire.
So where's this new world we're taking you?
We do not yet have the location of Lyra San.
It'll just appear.
It's a myth, an old legend.
The time has come to prepare the ritual that will guide us to our new home.
You're not a believer, I take it.
Come on, I'll help you get set up.
Better go make sure they don't drive that kid crazy.
This is going to be an interesting ride.
The Ashla led us to the pirate, then to you, so that we may find our path to the new world, the spirit of the galaxy.
Sounds like the Force.
The Force has many names, Ezra.
And it is through your force, our Ashla, that the prophecy comes. It is written and it is spoken. The promise of Lyra San will follow the fate of the three. The fool, simple and selfish. He would lead the warrior to hunt the hope of tomorrow. The child to destroy him. We will find our new home only if the child saves the warrior and the fool.
Well,
So Ezra's got to save Hondo the Fool.
and I only see one child, and you're not rescuing this warrior.
Perhaps you are not the warrior?
Well, Hondo's the Fool. Who's the warrior?
I assume you have a tracking device.
Oh, well, I was just getting to that. You see, you are good. This is why I prefer to do business with the Empire. What is your name?
We must begin. The fool has set events into motion.
The only fools I know are us for listening to this gunk.
Ezra believes.
Lyra San, Kokomasita, Fonakatilala.
Lyra San Kokomasita Fonakatilala.
He's afraid to have hope that it works and it doesn't.
Chanting ain't gonna help save anybody.
How do you know?
I was responsible for protecting the royal family. I fought to the end. We held the palace.
You must have lost everyone.
I failed my people that day.
So don't fail them now.
Asita Fonakatilala! The child must show us the way. No, the child of Lasan.
Wait.
Ha.
I really wanted to be the warrior.
You're kind of acting like a child.
Your bow rifle, as the ancients used it.
Okay.
Those systems are beyond the outer rim, in wild space, not on any map.
The child must show us the way.
That's it. Dear son.
He's starting to believe.
How far is it to Lyra-san?
Well, judging by this... Power down the hyperdrive. Already
Ah, good noise.
Chopper!
What's wrong?
There's something in our path.
What is that?
Okay. You gonna go into that nebula?
Imploded star cluster. Biggest one I've ever seen. This is what happens when we jump into uncharted space.
Ah! This is the maze that was prophesized.
Wait, a maze? You never said anything about a maze? You prophecy types always pull something like this.
Attention, rebels. As much as I might like to watch you consumed by the maelstrom before you, I will offer you a chance to surrender. An opportunity for survival.
How did he find us?
Hondo.
my friends.
Hondo?
I hid a tracker on that transmitter. You know, for insurance purposes.
Well, thanks a lot, Hondo. You've been a great help today.
You have 1 minute to prepare for boarding or to be destroyed.
Callus has got us.
He plays his part as warrior.
And I got stuck being the child?
The child in you can't see how things are, but how they can be. The fool denies his destiny, but it is the warrior you are who will create one. In time, you become all of them.
Bring me my bow rifle.
He's thinking it's time to fulfill the prophecy.
Your time is up, rebels.
Zeb, what are you doing?
Leading the way. Trust me, Hera.
Going straight into
The
okay.
rebel ship is moving into the anomaly. Why would they go in there?
Because they believe they can. Launch fighters to slow them down.
Yeah, your ship's gonna get crushed. We're just torn to shreds. There you go.
Damn.
Like that. Give him a little bit of a boost. She's getting bouncing off.
We'll be torn apart.
Yep. You don't have Zeb's power.
Pull back, full retreat.
Yes, you'll get them next time.
I will watch them be destroyed.
I don't think so.
No.
I see it. The way through.
I don't know how, but the hyperdrive is activating.
Awesome. The music. All right, this is Zeb's coolest moment. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm like, they're not gonna make this a two-parter, right? Are they?
Ow!
Oh.
Really necessary?
Yes. Maybe not necessary, but it was the fun way to do it.
Captain Aurelius.
Hey, buddy. You heard?
I've had worse. I've never seen better. We're home.
Lyra-san.
Zeb's been down there a while. Are you sure he's coming back?
Pretty sure.
You were right.
Well, I'm sorry, Chopper. You're gonna have to put all of Zeb's stuff back in his room.
Kinda sad. Those two Lasat all alone on that planet.
They're not alone. There were already Lasat down there. Lyra-san is where my people originally came from.
Yes, Chopper, that means there's a lot more of him.
Yes. We can go home now.
Yeah.
Good.
How do we get home?
Consider this system charted, which means now that the ghost has been here, we can always come back.
And if we meet any other Lasat, I
Bring
will
them
show
home.
them the way.
He's the shepherd.
Good job, Zeb.
Yeah. That was great because it showed a different side of Zeb. Like he's always kind of been more, I don't know, the comic relief and the big brute. And so see him him not believing right away and like the prophecy and everything. And then finally like accepting it. Like that was awesome. Like, I mean, when they went through there and all the lights and like him like standing with this, like his weapon. I don't know. It was unexpected, but very cool.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Zeb has always been sort of one of the juvenile of the crew. He and Ezra have often been like the two brothers who run around and, you know, play hard and break shit, basically. So to think of him having this whole other life where he was a captain and like an honorary guard and a leader amongst his people. And it was so interesting to see, one, where he had come from in that regard, but then two, how closed off he was to it and to the possibility of reconnecting with his people, obviously because of the pain of the loss he experienced.
Yeah, and also a great episode for Hondo. Like, it was just like the perfect amount of Hondo. You know, it'd been a little bit since we'd seen him, brought him back. Because his shtick probably would get old after a while, but like, oh man, just so funny. It's like, perfect answer. When Ezra says, we never were going to give you any money. Yeah.
He's so proud of Ezra, like training Ezra's criminal mind.
Yes, and just, you know, the fact that he was still helping him out. Like, I mean, like, you know, he's going to look after Hondo, number one. First, second, and third is always going to be Hondo. But still, you know, like closing the doors on them and everything and then getting caught. This looks incriminating.
Yeah, it was fun to see Hondo kind of choose sides. You know, when we met him before in the Clone Wars and stuff, he always seemed sort of neutral because he was only ever looking out for himself. So to see him in this really have an allegiance to one side over the other, you know, that was nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, but he won't say it. Who he is.
No,
yeah,
absolutely not. Also, Chopper just always comes in with great moments. I mean, kicking Ezra in the head, that was just another savage moment from Chopper. That was not necessary, but you know he enjoyed it.
Yep. And even just like when he like first appeared and like, you know, shit's hitting the fan and he's waving his arms all crazy.
Yeah. It was also interesting to hear the Force called another name. How sort of like the Force might be called one thing to one group and something to somebody else, but essentially it is that sort of unifying force, for lack of a better word, that so many different groups of people believe in one variation or another and will honor in some form.
Yeah, and Ezra and Kanan putting their hand on Zeb to like, I don't know, just give him that support.
Such
both
a great
emotional
moment.
and force.
Yeah, it was a wonderful moment.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought about these episodes down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access, check out Patreon. We got our full reactions over there as well. And we got early access here on YouTube. You can hit the little join button down below and get a month ahead on Rebels and all of our other reactions here.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching Star Wars Rebels with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.